by Dr. P. Shankar Rao, Geetam deemed to be university. So here is a brief profile of Shankar Rao sir. The research areas of interest are machine learning, IoT, and computer networks. And sir has did his PhD in the field of machine learning, and sir has publications of 17 count, in which 8 publications are from Scopus and other are from Web of Science. Sir has also published a book chapter in Spring series, Advances in Intelligent Systems and Computing. And to the name of Sir, a patent is also there with a title of A Novel Edge Cloud-Enabled Data Deviance Detection in IoT Systems. And Sir has attended and organized training and workshops of Accountify, and Sir has guest lectures with other universities. And Sir has the membership bodies enrolled with such as Institute of Engineers, Indian Society for Technical Education, and IAENG. Sir is very much reputed in the field of machine learning, and we are very fortunate that Sir is available today for giving his session on this faculty development program in KRISHNA University. So we welcome Sir for this session, and now I'll request Dr. P. Shankar Rao sir to continue the session. Thank you, sir.
Good morning, all of you. Am I audible, sir?
Good morning, sir.
Am I audible clearly?
Yes, sir, you are audible, sir. Yeah, you are clearly audible, sir. You are audible, sir.
Can you see my screen, sir?
Yes, sir. Current research trends in machine learning. We can see the slides, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Is it okay, sir? So full screen is displayed. Sir, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. First of all, I'm Dr. P. Shankar Rao from Geetam University. So I'm working from last 18 years in the academic team only. So first of all, I'm very thankful to KRISHNA University and my respected guide, Kiran Kumar sir. So giving me this opportunity to deliver some lecture on the current research trends in machine learning. Current research trends in machine learning. So I think you can see my slide. So I'm starting the session. So nowadays, everywhere, every engineering student, they are fond of machine learning only. Because in 2021, recent innovations in machine learning have made a great deal of tasks feasible, efficient, and precise. More and more applications are developing in the machine learning only. And this machine learning is combined with data science. So which will give our life very easier. And the machine learning algorithms we can combine with any other domain. We can do a miracles also. My voice is clear, sir? Please, anybody respond? My voice is clear.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, it is clear.
Can I continue? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So first of all, we have the number of machine learning definitions are there, but so one of the professor in Carnegie Mellon University, Tom Mitchell. So he has given an efficient definition for the machine learning. As you know, the machine learning is a branch of artificial intelligence only. So we are human beings. We have our own intelligence. How to make computer system intelligent? So that is called artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence. First of all, can anybody tell me what is the definition of learning? Before going to the machine learning definition, can anybody can you tell me what is the definition of learning? Every day we are learning something. So what is learning? Anybody in the session? Can you speak out? What is learning? If interaction is there, then session will be more attractive. Can anybody in the session, can you give a, what is the definition of learning? If you're unable to speak out, I don't know whether you are
practice.
Learning is practice. Any other definition? Okay, I will tell the definition. So the ability to improve the behavior of the system. We are learning because we are improving our behavior based upon the past experience. Is it clear? Based upon the past experience, we are improving our behavior. The ability to improve the behavior of the any system based on the past experience, that is called learning. So we are all human beings. We are learning so many things from the system, from the society. We will get some experience. With that experience, we will modify ourselves. So every day we are learning something. Am I right or wrong? Every day we are learning something. Either academically, socially, we are learning something. Am I right or wrong? Hello. Hello. Am I audible? Please interact with me. We are interacting with the society or academic, subjects. So please interact with me so that the session will be fruitful. So learning something from the past experience to improve the behavior of the system only. So that means for any learning, the experience data is very important. Experience data is very important. So actually, we are all computer science people. A computer will take the input data and program. It will give the output. But in the machine learning, for understanding point of view, the inputs are input data and output data. That means training data and testing data. If you are insist these training data and testing data to the computer, it will give a program or a model. So we can build that model. We can build that model to explore the different algorithms. With the help of algorithms, we can build the model. With the help of the experience data, we can build the model. With the help of the input, new input, we can build the data. So that model we will use for the next applications, new applications. That means experience and time and historical data are very important. So by having this knowledge, Tom Mitchell, he has given a definition. Machine learning is the study of computer algorithms that allow computer program to automatically improve through experience only. That means second definition I am explaining. A computer program is said to learn from experience E. Again and again I'm telling you, we are developing a model, machine learning model, because starting we have a artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence, how to make a machine intelligent, how we are become intelligent, based upon the experience data only, experience only. With the help of experience, suppose we are doing any task, we should get a performance P. You can see here three letters are there. Experience E, task T, performance P. All these three are related or not? In order to do any task, we need experience. With the help of experience only, you will get the high performance. Suppose you are not getting the experience, high performance, automatically we have to again rebuild the model. That means, according to Tom Mitchell, we can develop an algorithm. We can explore the algorithm by developing a model with the help of the data. This is called machine learning definition. Is it clear? Machine learning definition is clear or not? You all are academicians, but initially we should know the fundamentals. So what is how to build a model? With the help of experience, with the help of historical data, with the help of new data. So by having this definition, machine learning uses computing based system to make the sense out of data. So we have what is the need to build a model, machine learning model, for prediction, for decision making, for classification. Okay. So the need of machine learning nowadays is very improving. So ML system can learn and improve with historical data, time and experience. So this is the definition of the machine learning. If you can see the machine learning as a process, we have a define objectives. First of all, we have to define objectives. Next, data preparation. Without preparation, without pre-processing, we should not give the data to the model. Suppose if you are giving the data to the model directly, you may get missing values, you may get unnormalized data, you may get outliers. So that means data pre-processing is very important. Data pre-processing is very important before going to give the data to the model. So immediately we will get a question, what are the pre-processing techniques? Can anybody answer what are the different pre-processing techniques? Pre-processing techniques. Pre-processing techniques. So we have a pre-processing techniques. We have a feature selection and a dimensionality reduction. So what is feature selection? Suppose a data set having 1000 features, which are not useful for the model, then extract the features without disturbing the data. Only some of the features out of 1000 you can extract 100 features. Okay, that is called feature selection. So we have the number of feature selection techniques are there. By applying feature selection, you will get a good amount of features. Now your data can be passed to the model. How to build a model? We have three components: past experience data, historical data, and training data and testing data. So when you are extracting the features, divide the data into two categories. One is training, one is testing. You should not give total data to the model. 80%, if you are giving the training data as a training data, remaining 20% should be testing data. If 70% of data is training data, 30% should be testing data. Can anybody tell me what is the indication of this division? Please interact me. What is the need of pre-processing? We are getting the current trends in research in machine learning. So research needs pre-processing data. Am I right or wrong? Pre-processing. Hello? Pre-processing data, is it needed or not?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Oh, good.
Yes, sir.
So pre-processing nothing but directly we should not give the total data to the model. If you give the total data, then your model will not be an efficient model, because your model should solve the future inputs also. For that one, the data preparation is very important. In the data, you will have a missing values, you will have outliers. Okay, so how to pre-process means we have a feature engineering. Second method is dimensionality reduction. Suppose you have a medical data. So suppose MRI scan data is there. It is in the three-dimensional data. Three-dimensional data you cannot insert to the model, because it cannot take, because the size of the data is very high. So immediately you have to pre-process the data. How to pre-process means we have one technique that is called dimensionality reduction. So reduce the dimension from 3D to two-dimensional. How to reduce? You have some dimensionality techniques are called principal component analysis, kernel principal component analysis. We have some techniques are there. So we are all doing the research in the machine learning. So these are very important fundamentals. So before build model, we need again I'm repeating, before building the model, we need the experience and data and input values. If you are insert that experience, past data and input data, new data, if you run an algorithm, you will get a model. For that model, we should not give the total data at a time. We have to divide 80% of training data, 20% of testing data, or 70% of training data, 30% of testing data. So in this way, if you are developing your model, then automatically you will get the better result. So that is called data preparation to data building. Now, how you will evaluate your model? With the help of testing data only, you can evaluate the model. What is meant by evaluation? Whether the model is fit to the system or not, fit to the application or not. That is called, using the testing data, you can evaluate the model. Finally, you can deploy your model into the real world. Okay, so that we can have a best model in the society. So technology is improving day by day. Technology are improving day by day. Suppose we have an example. In our email, we have a inbox and spam. Who will segregate the data into inbox and the data into spam? Can anybody tell me? Hello? So who will segregate the input segregate the data in inbox and segregate the data in spam. Please, if you give the response quickly, I can go to the next slide.
Corresponding mail itself segregates the data, sir, based upon their features, data information.
Machine itself will segregate the data. The program
Yes, sir.
itself segregate the data. That is
Application
called,
is-
the machine is based upon the decision is based upon the machine learning only. Am I right or wrong? We are not involving the segregation, but the machine itself segregate the spam messages and inbox messages. So that is called as artificial intelligence. Are you getting my point or not? Artificial intelligence. We are making the machine intelligent. The best example is segregation of mails in inbox and spam. That is called artificial intelligence. We have another intelligence that is called cognitive intelligence. Can you heard this word? Cognitive?
No.
Cognitive nothing but, suppose you are new to any area. Suppose you went to America. Suppose you don't know the hotels in the America. Immediately you will ask the Google. So Google, we have a Google Assistant. Am I right or wrong? To get the best hotel, immediately you will talk with Google Assistant. So Google Assistant will give the number of hotels in the America. Not only America, suppose you are going somewhere which is unknown to you. Immediately, nowadays we are using the Google Assistant or not? Hello? Google Assistant. We are speaking with the Google for the data. Am I right or wrong?
Yes, sir.
So finally, who will take the decision? Google or we only? So Google Assistant will give the number of hotels. Who will take the final decision?
Ourselves.
Ourselves only. Good. That means in the first example, the segregation of data into inbox and spam, who will take the decision?
Application itself taking the decision.
Application itself only. But
Yes,
in the
sir.
second example, we are using the machine decision, artificial intelligence decision, and human being decision also. So this type of intelligence is called as cognitive intelligence. Are you getting my point or not?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay.
Cognitive. That means machine learning used for artificial intelligence and as well as cognitive intelligence also. So who developed that model? How we are developing that Google Assistant using the machine learning only? Who developed the cognitive decision model? Machine learning only. That means when your model is deployed in the system, it will be useful as artificial intelligent model or cognitive intelligent model. Are you getting my point or not? So initially, in order to develop a model, machine learning model, we need the past experience and new data. The data should be pre-processed using the feature selection and dimensional reduction. With the help of the both techniques, we will get a pre-processed data. Now the data should be assigned to the model, develop a perfect model. After that, evaluate that model with the testing data. When it is deployed, the model is ready. Okay. So I told you the learning is nothing but the ability to improve the behavior of the system based upon the past experience. So the learning in the machine learning, the learning in the machine can be a supervised or unsupervised or reinforcement learning. What is meant by supervised learning means, you know the definition, supervised learning. It contains labeled data, labeled input data, labeled output data. some supervision will be there. Some supervision will be there. So that means we have a labeled input and expected output also. So based upon the expected output, we are training our set of examples. We are training our set of examples to get the expected output. That means in the supervised learning, the expected output is fixed. And label data, all are labeled. The training data and testing data, all are labeled only. So for getting the output, we will do the supervised learning algorithms. So the machine learning algorithms comes under supervised learning. Some algorithms comes under supervised learning. Some algorithms comes under unsupervised. Some algorithms comes under reinforcement algorithm. Now, when the input and testing data and training data are labeled, so we have two categories are there. Supervised learning. First one is classification. Suppose your data is discrete data. Discrete data. Then we need the classification. Can you give any example for classification algorithms? Can you give any example for classification algorithms? You're all academicians only. Please interact. Can you give some classification example? When the data is discrete, we need the classification. Classification. So how to find out your class student next semester CGP? How to classify tomorrow is weather or not? Tomorrow weather is hot or cold? Comes under classification only. Because it is discrete. Now what is the temperature of your room? It is hot or cold? That is called classification. When the regression nothing but when the input values are continuous, we need the regression techniques. Are you getting my points or not? Classification and regression. Regression nothing but if the data is continuous, we can have a regression techniques. So continuous nothing but suppose a flat cost in KRISHNA district, in Vizag district, it is different. That means the flat area is same, but it is increasing with the place to place. That is called, it is continuous data regression. Are you getting my point or not? So next one is called unsupervised learning. Unsupervised learning is nothing but it doesn't contain any label data, no expected output. We are running the algorithm with the training examples, okay, and we are explore the analysis to get a clustering algorithm. All clustering algorithm comes under unsupervised learning. All clustering algorithm. Can you tell me some clustering algorithms? Clustering algorithms. For example, suppose nowadays we are all afraid of corona. Suppose 1,000 people are there. Suppose 100 people are there. 10 people they suffered with corona disease, and remaining 90 people they have symptoms with other malaria fever. Suppose a new data came into the picture. So how can you now this new patient? How can you cluster this new patient to 90 or 10? 10 people are corona affected, 90 people are some malaria fever affected. A new data came. Already I told you for modeling, that means machine learning model, we need both training data and testing data. Suppose a new patient came to the picture. How will you group the new patient with the 90 or 10? Please answer my question.
Based on test reports?
Not test reports. 90 people are corona, that means normal malaria fever people, 10 people are corona affected people. A new patient came to the doctor. So how you will you, that means make him a cluster, which cluster he is belongs to?
Based on the symptoms.
Based upon the symptoms. Malaria fever patient also symptoms, cold, cough, fever. Corona patient also having the same symptom. Suppose it is machine learning, if we are applying machine learning, we will apply a clustering algorithm called K nearest neighborhood. Have you heard this algorithm name? K nearest neighborhood.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So the K value always should be odd number only. Suppose I assign the K value 5. Suppose he is the nearest values are 90. Out of 90, suppose 4 members are nearest to the person. Only one person is nearest to the corona group. So he belongs to which group?
In Corona group.
No, only one person is nearest to the new testing data. 4 are nearest to the out of 90, 4 are nearest to the new person. K value is 5. So new data is connected with, it is nearer to the 4 members out of 90. 1 person out of 10. 2 clusters, if you are thinking 2 clusters. So he is nearer to 4 or 4, and another way he is nearer to 1. So he is having the corona or not? Actually, just I am giving the example only. Based upon the symptoms only, we will evaluate. But how to apply the algorithm, I am telling simple example. This new patient, the nearest values are 4. The 4 are belongs to malaria fever patients. So tell me whether the patient having the corona or not.
No Corona.
No corona. Good. That means a simple example we are evaluating. How we
The
are
values
evaluating? With the help of algorithms only.
People who are not having Corona. That's why that
Nearest one.
belongs to non-Corona group.
Yeah, good. That means the K value, based upon the K value, we are predicting the output value. So that is called as unsupervised learning. Unsupervised learning. There are no labels, no fixed output. Just we are form the clusters. That is called unsupervised learning. If it is supervised learning, the output is defined. We have to sort out according to the output. And all the input data, training and testing data are labeled. Labeled means they have some name, some label names are there. Now come to the reinforcement learning. It is called as a dynamic learning. Dynamic learning nothing but every time the model is interacting with the system. Suppose we have a LIC agent is there. LIC agent. So he will go to every family, every employee to take the some LIC insurance. So sometimes that means he is interacting with the environment only. Sometimes he will get rewards. Sometimes he may lose also. That means if you are developing your model, nowadays the reinforcement learning models are very, very popular because it is a dynamic model. So depend upon the rewards, the model will run. So the model making sequence of decisions. It is an learning by interacting with the environment. Okay, based upon the observations, based upon the intelligence, he may get the reward. The model may get reward, or it may get errors also. Okay, so having this fundamental knowledge, now we come to the research trends. So now in 2022, we are in the 2022, we have a no code machine learning. So are you happy with code machine learning, no code machine learning? So Google Assistant,
No code.
Google Assistant. Suppose we have any doubt, just we are speaking with the Google. Automatically we are getting the output. Okay, that means no code machine learning, nothing but you can see the diagram. It will begin with the user behavior data. Second point, you can drag and drop the training data. You can ask the question in a human language. Evaluate the result. Get predictions. We are doing nowadays this diagram or not? Suppose we want data, we want some data, we can drag and drop training data. We can drag and drop training data and ask a question in the human language. Immediately the model will give the result. We are evaluating the result and we are getting the prediction. We are getting the prediction report. So no code machine learning language is a simple technique or not? It is a simplicity because no code machine learning is easier to use due to its simplistic drag and drop format. Just you can drag and drop, automatically the tool will run the program. So this is the research, the current trend 2022, no code machine learning, no code machine learning. Are you getting my point or not? Just drag and drop, automatically just ask a question. It will do the evaluation. It will give the result. It will give the result. You can see the slide. No code machine learning is a way of programming ML application without having to go through the long and arduous processes of pre-processing, modeling, designing algorithm, collecting new data, retraining, deployment, and more. Some of the main advantages are quick implementation, low cost, simplicity, low cost and simplicity. So this is first no code machine learning. If you want, you can write. First, you have to begin with your data, behavioral data, drag and drop the content, training data, and use a questions in a human language. Automatically, the no code machine learning model will give the result. You have to evaluate it. You have to evaluate it. Then you will get the prediction. You will get the prediction value. This is called no code machine learning. The second one is tiny ML. Tiny URL we know. What is meant by tiny URL? Tiny URL. So tiny means small. Tiny means small. So large scale machine learning applications exist. Their usability is fairly limited. So instead of running the large scale machine learning application, we have a smaller scale application. Suppose in current trend, we have a tiny machine learning model. Is one example is solar scare mosquito. Solar scare mosquito. It is run on the IoT based. Now machine learning can be connected with any other application. So best example for tiny machine learning is solar scare mosquito. That means we can measure the presence of mosquito in the room. So it is a simple application, very popular application, tiny ML, tiny machine learning model, solar scale mosquito. It is an IoT project which uses tiny ML to measure the presence of mosquito in real time. The presence of mosquitoes in the real time. Now tell me, is it interesting or not? Tiny ML. Itself, we are doing the machine learning. It may not be some It may not be useful if you combined machine learning with IoT technology. So this solar scare mosquito is the combination of both machine learning and IoT. So they have developed a model on the IoT technology. Instead of doing a large scale machine application, tiny ML are efficient or not? Healthcare industries, agriculture, tiny ML. Please note down. Running a smaller scale ML program on IoT edge devices, that is called tiny ML. So IoT can be combined with ML. ML can be combined with cloud. So nowadays, if you can combine neural network also, neural network to that means IoT also. So this is called another trend. No code means just we are drag and drop application. We are asking the questions. It will give the result. Tiny ML means running the small scale application, machine learning application on IoT application. Okay. Now,
Sir, your voice is not audible, sir. Your mic is off, sir.
just now or long back?
Now it's okay, sir. Now it's okay. Just
Sir.
one, just.
Okay, you had a tiny URL.
Oh. Now audible, sir.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Okay, sir. Again, you got muted, sir.
I'm not muting the system.
Oh, okay, sir. Okay. Now it's audible, sir.
No. Tell me which project comes under tiny ML.
Solar
scare mosquito.
Yes,
Solar
yes.
scare mosquito. Okay. That
Just
means
now, 1 minute back.
okay, just a minute. Okay. So next one is auto ML. Auto ML nothing but building a machine learning application more accessible for the developer. Auto ML. That means initially in the starting time I told you, the developer of the machine learning is depend upon the pre-processing of the data, developing the features, modeling, designing the neural network. Okay. So it will take more time. But if deep learning is involved in the project, post-processing and result analysis, since these tasks are very complex, AutoML provides simplification through use the template. AutoML means a template. It will give a template. So AutoML is an action is OpenAI, DALE and clip contrastive language image pre-training model. So instead of doing the pre-processing, applying the pre-processing technique, if you use a template for pre-processing, it will consume the time or not. So when you are developing a machine learning, we are concentrating on the pre-processing of the data or not?
Yes, sir.
Pre-processing means we are depend upon the feature selection, feature extraction, dimensionality reduction. We are applying all the techniques. It will take more time. Instead of doing this, we have a template called Auto ML template. It can be available in different format. OpenAI, DALLE and CLIP. So these are some models are designed. So now you no need to pre-process the data. Just concentrate on the model. Output, how it will give the output, how to test the data, how to test your model. So is it efficient or not? The present trend is efficient or not?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So current trends I have given. First one is no code ML. Second one is tiny ML. Third one is auto ML. Auto ML. Now the next one is MLOPs. Operationalization management. Machine learning operationalization management is a practice of developing a machine learning software solution with a focus on reliability and efficiency. So it will combine two systems. One is machine learning system development. Second one is machine learning system deployment. So initially I have given a cycle. So define objectives, define data preparation, data objectives, model building, model evaluation. It is called as machine learning model development. So another point is model deployment. If you combine these two, you can see MLOPs provide a new formula that combines ML system development. Now tell me, ML system development contains what are the different phases? First you have to define the objective. Cheppandama, please. ML system development. This process. First, define the objective.
Define.
Apply the pre-processing technique.
Data.
Pre-processing techniques. Next, build a model. Next, evaluation. Okay. Now, what is the deployment? Study the model accuracy. Testing period. Okay. If you combine these two into a single consistent model, then you will get a better result or not?
Yes, sir.
Suppose it is a large scale operations, large scale data. So development will take more time and deployment will take more time. Coding and testing. We are combining the both MLOPs. That is called MLOPs. MLOPs.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. DevOps, like combining those two. Yes,
Okay,
sir.
thank you. So next, full stack deep learning. Now from AI, we have a machine learning. So a machine learning comes from artificial intelligence. Machine learning contains one method that is called neural networks. Can you tell me what is a neural network application? Neural network. Based upon the neurons, human neurons, in our brain, we have the number of millions of neurons are there. All neurons will take the input values. Okay. It will be processed. It will compare with a threshold value. How to compare with the threshold value? We need an activation function. By using the activation function, we will get the result. Suppose the result is not up to the mark. Again, you have to train the data. That is called learning rules. By using the learning rules, you have to adjust the weights of the neurons. So that is called neural network. So one of the main application of the machine learning is neural network. So if you are deep into the neural network, then you will get deep learning neural network. So neural network contains input layer, number of hidden layers, 1 or 2 hidden layers and output layer. But if the problem is very complicated, you can go for deep learning. So deep learning is the extension of the neural network or machine learning. if you are going to the deep learning, that means the neural network, if you are forming the number of hidden layers, or if you fix the hidden layers, suppose convolution neural network is there, one of the deep learning technique. It contains only 3 layers only, but nowadays it is solving the many problems, many projects. Now tell me, is it advantage or not? Deep learning.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Nowadays deep learning, if you are able to learn the deep learning algorithms, some problems cannot be solved using the neural network. So that's why we have the deep learning algorithms are there. So convolution neural network, one of the best algorithm, nowadays. So that is one of the recent trend in the machine learning. So when I am doing the PhD, there is no deep learning techniques, but now it is deep learning. We can solve the many problems. Using the deep learning. So full stack deep learning, nothing but shipping the model to the user. Deep learning model training, DL theory. So deep learning means we will have a number of algorithms which can solve many complicated problems easily. Now next one is called GAN, generative adversarial networks. So it is a stronger solution. It will produce a stronger solution for implementation, such as differentiating between different kind of images. So images is very complicated task, image processing. So for that one, we need a solution. So this generative adversarial networks will give that solution. It will give solution to the differentiating between the different kinds of images. Suppose we have a MRI scan, we have X-rays, lots of images are there. But managing the data of those scanning reports, that means those scanning images, it is very difficult. But now it is very simple using the GAN. As I told you, unsupervised learning, we can easily predict the data which is used to which cluster. Unsupervised machine learning, already I have given an example, corona and malaria fever example. So automatically we can take the decision making. That is called unsupervised learning. Here, no output values are there. That means predefined outputs are there. No labeled inputs are there. Just we are applying the clustering algorithm. We have a k means neighborhood. Suppose k nearest neighborhood, k means algorithm. Number of clustering algorithms are there. All clustering algorithms comes under the unsupervised machine learning. So it can be used in the that means the inbox and spam example I have given. So which mail should be in inbox, which mail should be in the spam, or suppose you want to purchase some item from the Flipkart or Amazon. When you are suppose I want to purchase a laptop, okay, just I will type laptop, recent model laptop. So it will display all the models or one model. All the company models are one model. One company model. All models. That is called unsupervised. That means that is called Google Assistant will give more number of results, which is a machine learning technique only. Suppose you want to purchase anything, it will give all related results. We can take the decision. So what is that intelligence means?
Unsupervised learning, sir. Sir, again your voice is not audible, sir. Hello.
I don't know why it is muting. Okay, so artificial intelligence based upon the machine decision, and cognitive means both machine and human beings take the decision, like purchasing any item. Both machine and human, both brains are using, intelligence are using to purchase any item. That is called cognitive intelligent. So unsupervised learning is very efficient because we are using this unsupervised learning in our daily life, for decision making. So next one, reinforcement. Already told you, based upon the reward, the model is interacting with the environment. That is called data scientists. They are using this model. Okay. So few shot, one shot, zero shot learning. Few shot means focus on limited data. One shot means uses less data. It is based upon the data. These learnings are defined. Few shots learning based upon the limited data.
Oh.
Facial recognition, classification. One shot data, nothing but less data. So image, passport ID, photo, comparing. Zero shot learning, nothing but confusing prospects. Suppose zero shot machine learning system observe a subject and use information about that object to predict what classification. So we have a types of data based upon the data. We have these shots: few shot, less data, limited data, one shot, less data, zero shot. So confusing prospect, initial confusing prospect, we will have zero shot learning. So that's why the machine learning will give a powering into the future with the help of these research recent trends. So we will have a powering into the future, Thank you all. Any doubts? Thank you all. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. You are audible.
Sir,
Thank you, Krishna University management, our guide sir, respected guide sir, Kiran sir. Thank you very much, sir, for giving me this opportunity. Thank you, one and all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Is it useful for your career, these slides?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Anybody having any doubts regarding this? Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
So attendance link will be provided in the WhatsApp group and you can fill in the attendance group. Okay, so tomorrow we will have another session of our FDP. Thank you everyone. Yeah, please. Yeah. Attendance link will be given in the WhatsApp group. Okay.
dear participants, feedback link is already provided in the WhatsApp group. Please fill the feedback on or before 1:30 p.m. Dear participants, feedback form is already in the WhatsApp groups. So kindly fill the feedback form on or before 1:30 p.m. Thank you.
Sir, I am leaving. Thank you.